Hello. My name is Katie Ross, and I'm a flute player, and I'm going to introduce the first movement of Hector Berlioz' Symphonie Fantastique. In 1827, Hector Berlioz attended the Paris performance of Hamlet, where Ophelia was played by Harriet Smithson. Berlioz fell madly in love with this actress and used to write her passionate love letters, but she never responded and eventually moved away. This directly led to Berlioz writing the first movement of Symphonie Fantastique. The movement is titled Daydreams Passions, and in the movement, a man takes opium because of how hopelessly in love he is. And the rest of the symphony is about his opium-induced adventures. Berlioz calls this character a young musician with morbidly sensitive temperament. And throughout the entire symphony, you will hear a repeated melody called the Idee Fixe, and this represents the woman he loves. The symphony premiered in 1830. I hope you enjoy this wild and passionate movement just as much as we love playing it.
So I wasn't going to talk right now. I was going to wait till after the third movement. However, as Gwenny's coming up, what you just did is you clapped after a movement. How many of you think that that's wrong? Okay, so may I take away those fears, because I was going to tell you after the third movement, Mozart, Beethoven, the time that's 18th and 19th century, the concerts like this were like rock concerts. Not only did they applaud after each movement, they applauded during the movements, and they also ate snacks and whistled and talked a lot. So I don't know if any of you remember the iconic Joseph Silverstein, who was conductor of the Utah Symphony a few years ago, several years ago. He turned around in Utah Symphony concerts and said, please clap whenever you want to. So the fact that you just clap now is so great, because it was not until Mendelssohn wrote his Scottish Symphony, I guess he was like obsessed with Scotland, and he wrote in the part, attacca, 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 which means like don't even stop between movements. So basically there's a little fermata, and then you're supposed to slam into the next movement before the audience can even have the chance to clap or think about it. But I love, and also then Mahler and Wagner had these kind of architectural ideas, so they said don't clap, but I loved that you just clapped, because they totally deserve it. And I wanted to tell you that it's okay. Like, it's super okay to clap. So you just go ahead and do what you guys want to do, and don't listen to anyone telling you what you're supposed to do. Woo! And if you hear a solo like that you love, like from the chime later or the timpani, like scream. It's fine with me. I don't care.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Gwenny, and I play the clarinet. Today, I will be introducing the second movement of Berlioz's Symphonie Fantastique. Like that? Okay. Okay. This movement is entitled A Ball, and it follows our protagonist as he enters a grand ball. Throughout this ball, he sees many couples dancing, and he is trying to find the love of his life, which is characterized by the return of the idée fixe in the flute and then the woodwinds. However, as the ball goes on, he is unable to find the love of his life. So he just continues to search and search and search. Finally, he finds her, but she is dancing with another man. Berlioz sees this, and he is completely heartbroken, which is characterized by the clarinet solo towards the end of the movement. To me, this movement reminds me that life is full of ups and downs, and there will always be things that you like and don't like. However, you also only live once, so you should enjoy life while you can and remember every single lesson that you learn. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you.
My name is Anne, and I'm a sophomore from Park City and a clarinetist in this amazing orchestra. Before we start the third movement, I'd like to go into a little bit of the story behind this movement. It's meant to convey a sense of calm before the storm, serving as a transition between the first few movements and the chaos of the last two. It's set in a field where two shepherds, personified by the oboe and the English horn, trade solos while the composer struggles with his unrequited love. Near the end of the movement, the oboe drops out and the orchestra decrescendos, showing the loneliness that he feels as he falls into an opioid haze that foreshadows the final few movements. Without further ado, here's movement 3 of Symphonie Fantastique.
And since we're honoring things they did, 200 years ago, I would love us I don't know if you're leaving the stage, I would love us to give a shout out to our 4 beautiful harpists. And for two of them are mentors, which is legit. It's only the most famous harp solo in the literature, but don't tell them that. The 2 mentors, but 2 students who this is their first time in orchestra. One of them was a violinist in orchestra, but dropping in as a harpist in the back, watching this, it's a whole different vocabulary, and I could not be more proud of them. So now comes the now comes the hilarious part of the dream. But you see, I want you to know, in this orchestra, I have to give you moms. How many are parents? Raise your hands. How many are extended families? Raise your hands. How many are friends? Raise your hands. How many are music geeks? Raise your hands. Thank you. You should all be raising your hands. At this point in every concert in a Bravenel Hall, there's something called the Prelude Orchestra, and Rosalie McMillan and Dan Rich shepherd them and teach them and love them, and they join us for whatever we're playing in a Bravenel Hall, no matter how easy or hard it is, and they come and sit in the back, and they get their feet wet for what it's like to be in junior high, older, and high school. So they just came on stage, right? Are they here? Awesome. You guys want to stand up? Prelude? Woo! Yeah. So there are a couple of them. Now I really want to unpack a couple of things with you because you're awesome and it is so glorious that you're here supporting these remarkable people on the stage. You're seeing a combination of the Prelude Orchestra, the Utah Youth Symphony, and the Utah Youth Philharmonic. And the Utah Youth Philharmonic was born in 2008 because I was turning away enough people. Some parents came and said, would you start another orchestra? And I said, absolutely not. Then I went home, and because I am my mother's child, I felt very guilty. I phoned the University of Utah, and I said, what have you got on Friday afternoons? And of course, no college student wants to be at college Friday afternoon. So we snagged the room, and the Philharmonic was born. I'll tell, there's someone here special tonight who really helped seed violinists in that orchestra that you'll meet a little bit later. Anyway, so that's who is here. We have 24 flutes. Like, I would have never done that before. But these flutists are so stunning. First of all, you're looking at a stage, and I know this kind of sounds utopian, but it is. These people on stage, they are playing to something bigger than themselves. They lose their selves in this with their individuality and amazing personal skill. They bring that and they absolutely create this entity that is, well, you heard them. You hear them. It's more than any of us could do alone, but they get it. They get it. They are here to be creative, to use their independent brains and souls to make something glorious and to share. I've never been in a crowd of people in my life who are so about sharing and giving. It is stunning. And in having said that, you see a lot of changes here. So they have a couple of designated concert masters, right? And their partners. And they just flip. They go, yeah, we'll play 1 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3. You play 4, 5. They figured out themselves. I couldn't be more impressed and in awe. So just so you know, the people on this stage, I think they're extraordinary and very rare. They're here to build community and to create something so extraordinary. The flutists are spectacular. You could never have 24 flutists in an orchestra. And they do it. Again, I just can't say thank you enough, and I hope you realize this world is so broken, and also it's so good. This is the power of the good that you are going to feel and see, and the fact, I don't know any other this could be the only orchestra in the world playing Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique right now, and this is certainly the only orchestra in the world right now with this voice and this gorgeous sound. Okay, so yeah. I want you to peek at the program, look at our sponsors, look at our board. They're fantastic people, self-effacing, extraordinarily generous. Obviously, we couldn't do this without them. There are 1,000 people who help. The parent volunteers, people who got them food, ushers, the Utah Symphony ushers, Chris Dance from the Utah Symphony, the stage manager, Jenny Morrow, who's been right-hand woman, is just unbelievably helpful. And there's something also, because it is a tender world, and I don't know how many of you have had a rough week. Who's had a rough week? I have. I've had a really rough week. And I'm not afraid to tell you. Can I tell you? So we're going to do something. Is my sister here, Sally? Sally's not here. My sister? No, okay. That's probably because she's with my husband who broke his femur 7 days ago, and he's in a rehab facility. I think he's on FaceTime right now. Anyone know? Is he on FaceTime? Yes? Okay. Can you guys just say 1, 2, 3, get well, Ralph? We love you. He was the former concertmaster of the Utah Symphony for 30 years. Do you think we should do that for him? Okay, so get well, Ralph, or hurry back. I don't know, what do we say? Get well, Ralph, we love you. Good? Ready? Get well, Ralph, we love you. And I mean, behind the scenes, in so many ways behind the scenes, he has been so instrumental in this orchestra. He has taught, in the last 6 years, he's taught 3 of the concertmasters and sent 7 players, who's spectacular. So anyway, I thank you for letting me speak so long to you. I mean, I like you hearing the music and not my blah, blah, blah. But I want you to know how you are changing the world, you are supporting the world. It is so important, and I am so deeply grateful to you. And I hope you can feel that. And I just, you know, I love these people. I love your people. These are your people, and I totally love them. Okay, we're going to, did I forget anything? Now we're going to introduce the 4th and 5th movement. It's so great.
Hello, everybody, and thank you again for being here tonight. My name is Canon Thurber, and I'm a violist in the Philharmonic Ensemble. I would like to share some thoughts and provide an overview on this segment of the Symphonie Fantastique, Movement 4, the Procession to the Stake, or March to the Scaffold. As mentioned before, after having taken a suicidal dose of opioids following his surge of despair in the country, the protagonist falls into a deep, nightmarish slumber full of... Yes, of course. The protagonist falls into a deep, psychedelic slumber full of disturbing, nightmarish fever dreams. There is a kind of off-screen event between the 3rd and 4th movement where he thinks he has murdered his beloved in his dream state, and the music opens on him being marched to the guillotine as punishment. Listening, you can imagine Berlioz himself being led by a rope amidst a procession of soldiers, hands tied together, through crowds of eager, silent people, the battalion's footsteps echoing across the cobblestone streets. Then the guillotine comes into view, the marching band starts playing, and the square suddenly seems very much alive at the looming prospect of death. He is marched up the steps and onto the platform, lays down under the blade, and, thinking one last time of his victimized beloved as represented by the Idée fixe, is decapitated by a sudden, nearly orchestra-wide falling chord, followed by the sound of his head falling into the basket. A final drum roll followed by a brilliant fanfare sounds as the head is held high for the entire cheering crowd to see. What I love about this exhilarating movement is the near constant presence of the low percussion and the rich, pompous sounds of the French army displaying its revolutionary post-liberation glory.
Okay, so I thought it'd be super fun. Sometimes in the Utah Symphony we do demos and it's super fun. Would you guys do the head plop off? The 4. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? This is like a dream and it's like hilarious, right? His head's chopped off. It's hysterical. So here we go. Ready? You'll hear it. Berlioz was amazing. He was a revolutionary orchestrator. Ready? And. You got that? Guillotine, roll, plunk into the basket. I know, it's super hilarious. Okay. I also forgot something. I'm so sorry. This is out of context. After the symphony's over, we have a really important presentation, and then we honor the seniors, and then we do that crazy song for them. So the concert's not over after the 5th movement. So hang tight. It's going to be a little mini party. You're going to have fun. Okay, Henry.
Hello. My name is Henry Nagel, and I play the B-flat clarinet, except for the 5th movement, where I play the smaller E-flat clarinet. The movement is titled A Witch's Sabbath, and it begins with the character going into hell after his head is chopped off. This is embodied by the rolling low strings and the eerie tremolos in the violins. This continues with some interjections from the woodwinds until the B-flat clarinet begins a distorted form of the idée fixe with trills and grace notes. It goes a little something like this. The imagery here is of grotesque monsters celebrating and dancing, and the clarinet solo is the love of the character's life joining in these dances, now soulless and devoid of love. This is rudely interrupted by a brass fanfare before the E-flat clarinet performs the same melody. After more and more instruments join in on the melody, the orchestra comes to a climax before a satisfying release going into the Dies Irae.
Hi, I'm Olivia Yakimchuk, and I'm the principal flutist. I'm back there in the Sea of Flutes, and I'm here to talk about the second part of the fifth movement, which is very unusual altogether. It's titled The Witch's Round Dance. As Henry has stated, our main character is now in purgatory. He is now in hell. I don't know why, but he is. And in this hell, he hears a lot of spooky, eerie things, as Henry already mentioned, like there's a lot of rattling bones and ghostly moans and church bells and all that fun stuff. But the Witch's Round Dance is just as it sounds. A round dance is basically a big cannon, and we hear that in the orchestra where every single instrument gets a turn with this new theme, and we're spun round and round and round as our character goes slowly insane and more insane. It's very eerie, it's very spooky, it's very Halloween-y, and my favorite symphonic piece is Danse Macabre by Saint-Saëns, just because of how, again, spooky, eerie, fun it is, and this really reminds me of that, just because it's so bizarre and kind of dystopian and very strange. And of course, the piece ends as our lovely main character is being dragged further and further down into the pits of hell and spun further and further into madness. So I hope you enjoy.
If you couldn't tell, there's a lot of repetition. I'm going to be the nerd over here. So my name is Kat Jones, and I'm here to talk about the masterpiece that is incorporated into the Symphonie Fantastique. It is called Dies Irae. Dies Irae is Latin for Day of Wrath. It is a famous 13th century Gregorian chant and medieval poem from the Catholic Mass for the Dead. Berlioz introduces this solemn Dies Irae chant in The Witch's Dance to be repeatedly played faster in frantic tempos, twisting a somber religious melody into a grotesque parody. It works hand in hand with the bells of the cathedral to musically allude death, hell, and the supernatural. He uses it to represent his trip to the underworld surrounded by, as was said, ghosts, monsters, and everyone who wants to celebrate his death. This famous four-note motif will be played by the brass and accompanied by bell-like chimes, which we will show you now.
So here's the Dies Irae with the brass that you can listen for. That's throughout the whole. And now here are the cathedral bells. Conductor of Prelude, Dan Rich, and where's Rosalie McMillan? Come up, please. These people are the all-stars. Come on. It's Rosalie McMillan, Dan Rich, Flowers, Flowers. And then where are our teachers? We should be right here on stage. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna do this. So here, flowers for these guys? No, I did them first. Yeah, thank you. All right, so where are? All right, are they here? So thank you. Oh my gosh, for me? Good heavens, thank you. So we're starting something really special this year. So we always honor the seniors, so that's coming, and it's going to be amazing. But this is something I had a thought a week ago. And who are we so grateful for besides everyone? The people in the trenches. Who are the people in the trenches? Well, to be honest, we are every week. But who's even in the trench years are our private music teachers with their studios and our school teachers. And they never, ever get enough applause. So I am so honored and proud and overwhelmed. So we're gonna honor a string, wind, brass, and school teacher every single year. I went into Tabula Rasa. Do you guys know this store? It's a stationery store in Trolley Square. It's it's like old school. We got them beautiful Faber-Castell mechanical pencils with an eraser, because we're musicians, we don't use pens. And Sean Bradley, who's one of the owner's managers, was so touched that we were honoring our teachers, he threw in a $50 gift certificate for all of them. So it's frivolous and wonderful. Okay, so this is Susan, oboe teacher Susan Swidnicki. She has given us thousands of oboe players. I played with you in the University of Utah. So thank you, Susan. You're extraordinary. Thank you. And then next is Craig Moore, and he's been a coach, mentor, trombone player and they all play around town for sure. Sub in the Utah Symphony. Craig Moore, such a distinguished gentleman. He's so nice to us all the time, like everyone is. But trombone. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. It means so much, because you guys are the reason and this is the woman I referred to earlier when we started in 2008. I called her the second year and I said, the word isn't quite out yet. We're growing. Do you have some violinists from Davis County? She sent a bucket load, and they were amazing, and they were the Friday group. Thank you for seating it. Thank you for always answering my phone calls when I'm panicked. This is Karen Child. Yeah, there. So up on the, yeah. And then, yes, definitely. And then, last but not least, hey, Adam, what are you doing way back there? We're honoring the school teacher of our year is Adam Larson. Skyline. Yeah, so you see what he is. And his son, Hans, is our principal horn player, and Adam's been coming every week and jamming with his son. He plays trumpet. Hans is on the French horn. For everything you do, for all of the tireless, underpaid, overworked, everything that you do, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And there's one more. There's somebody who's been with us forever. The last time we played Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique, David Langer's daughter, Molly, who's now subbing with the San Francisco Symphony on harp, she was the reason we could play Symphonie Fantastique, because of that crazy harp part. David Langer has been the assistant conductor here. It's low radar. He's humble, he's kind, he shows up, he does wonderful work. Sectionals, large sectionals. When I have to weirdly be out of town, David's always there. And again, thank you. We're so grateful. Thanks for being part of our team. Okay. Oh yes, so now you got your, okay. Thank you for acknowledging them. Thank you. All right, let's get the seniors up here, okay? You ready for your seniors? Come on, seniors. First one. Ava. Thank you. Seniors, you gotta move faster than that if you're gonna go to college. Come on. We're out of high school. There's, come on. Oh my gosh, they're so shy. Hey, how many of you guys know musicians to be introverted extroverts? Or sort of an extroverted introvert. We're all like so shy and like, why did we choose this profession where we're playing for thousands of people? Okay, Ava, where are you? Come up. Come. Where'd you? We're gonna do this quickly in alphabetical order. They're gonna picture on the screen and they're gonna tell you what they're doing next year. Seriously, come up, just. They're in a clump. They get a flower too. Okay. You guys coming over? You guys coming over? Come. Hello. Ava. Come on. Now you're in order, right? You're getting in order? Claire's after you, Megan's after you, Amy's after you, Peter. Get in your order, please, I beg of you. Come on. Up here. Hello. Can you give him the applause? All right.
Okay. I'm Ava Azad. I play the horn, and I will be going to. I'll be serving a mission in Toronto, Canada, and then going to BYU studying pre-med.
I'm Claire Anderson, and I've been called on a mission to Busan, Korea, speaking Korean, and I'm leaving July 29th.
I'm Megan Barker. I'm going to Utah State to study aerospace engineering.
I'm Amy Bautista, and I'll be going to Salt Lake Community College to study music.
I'm Peter Chapa, and I'm going to Colorado College to study neuroscience and music.
I'm Helena Chow, and I'm going to the University of Utah to study performing music. Music performance.
I'm Austin Clayton. I'm going to Swarthmore College to study music and engineering.
I'm Oliver Croft, and I'm going to the University of Michigan to study oboe performance.
My name is Robert Cully. I'm going to Utah Tech to study mechanical engineering and violin performance.
Hello, my name is Vincent Dow, and I'm going to go to University of Utah to study business management.
I'm Eleanor Davis, and I will be going to the University of Utah to study cello performance.
I'm Tristan Bruder, and I will be going to the University of Utah to study molecular bio.
I'm Katie Harmon, and I'm serving a mission in Manaus, Brazil.
I'm Indy Haywood, and I will be serving a mission in the Dallas, Texas North Mission.
My name is Guan Xu, and I will be going to the University of Utah to study clarinet performance and mechanical engineering.
My name is Jasmine Huerta. I'm going to go to Salt Lake Community College to study law.
My name is Caitlin Jensen. I'm going on a mission and studying at the University of Utah Environmental Engineering.
I'm Noah Jones. I will be taking a year off, and then I will be studying music in college.
My name is Diane Jung, and I'm going to Washington University in St. Louis, and I'm going to do fine arts.
Hi, my name is Jay Scofer, and next year I will be serving a mission in Lyon, France, and then I will be coming back to the University of Utah to study violin performance and pre-med.
I'm Daniel Lee. I'll be studying economics at Princeton University.
My name is Jay Lee. I'll be studying electrical and computer engineering at Princeton University.
Hello, my name is Luke Linelli, and I am going to be studying music education at the University of Utah.
Hello, my name is Gabriel Moppert. I'll be going to the Weber State University studying music education.
Hi, my name is James Naum, and I'll be going to Vanderbilt University to study neuroscience and medicine, health, and societies.
My name is Ashlyn Newbold, and I will be serving a mission in Nagoya, Japan.
My name is Kyle Olson, and I will be serving a mission in Oklahoma City speaking Spanish.
My name is Sarai Pierce, and I plan to serve a mission in the fall.
I'm Isaiah Perez, and I'll be studying production at Berklee College of Music.
My name is Freya Schultz, and I'll be studying applied math and modern dance at the University of Utah.
My name is Kay Spillett, and I'll be serving I'll be serving a mission in Fukuoka, Japan, and then attending the University of Utah, majoring in biology and music performance.
My name is Rona van der Merwe, and I will be going to the University of Utah to study cello performance.
I'm Aiden White, and I will be going to the University of Utah to study electrical engineering.
My name is Kent, and I'm going to study ecology at Princeton University.
My name is Paula Wong. At Weber State University, I will be studying criminal justice and music performance, and at the DTC, I will be doing cybersecurity.
Oh, let's hear it for our seniors! We're gonna miss you! Woo! So at this point, our send-off, you can turn on your cell phone lights and then join us as we sing it's such an old song, it's new again. And the words will be up on the screen. We've got to change mics for a second. Chris, you gonna change the mic out? Okay. One more second. Hang on, we're almost there. Almost there. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. You're going to hear these gorgeous people sing now, like all the youth orchestras. in the world.
Rome, sing, woo! And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. May you grow to be proud, dignified and true, and do unto others as you have done to you. Woo! Here we go. Be courageous and be brave. And in my heart, you'll Woo! I can't hear you. Good fortune be with you. May guide in life be strong. Build a stairway to heaven with a prince or a vagabond. Never love in vain, and in my heart you will remain forever young. Woo! Sing, you guys! Hear you! Christine Morrow, former concertmaster of the Utah Youth Orchestra. All right, get the words up. Lifetime, no one can ever have. But whatever road you choose, I'm behind you. Heck yeah. Forever young. Hey, you guys, get up and dance.
I guess that's a wrap. Thank you, we love you. That's a wrap.